I'm here. Now you can hear me. I hope so. Sorry for taking like few minutes. Now the YouTube taking a bit more time. The reason is actually I think they changing the permission how to you can start live stream. Anyway, we can start right now. So and your first question, what is topic about? Actually, today I was planning to continue work with my previous tutorials, like on live stream, but I get the nice message to my Telegram. As you can see here, some of my subscribers asking me how he can make this shape in Dynamo. I found it interesting because actually this simple question I can answer like in a few minutes, but most of you want to see Dynamo in live stream, because I think I didn't do that, and every one of you asking a lot of the times about the Dynamo. By the way, here is like a gift for you guys who joined me to this live stream. I will share with you my free access to my course for Dynamo for beginners. So if you are watching me right now, here is the link. Go by this link and you will get access for the 1 month to my course for Dynamo for beginner. Just like this just gift for you guys. I think you will get something new and you will learn something new about the Dynamo. I will go to the project. Doesn't matter which one project you will create, because why I'm saying about that, because a lot of the people asking which template I should use. Doesn't matter which one, construction, mechanical one, architecture one, doesn't matter. So you will open your project and we will go straight away to Dynamo. Today we will work only with Dynamo. So we will create this shape. I will show you on the live stream how you can do that. I will show you different ways, and maybe you will have the questions, for example, how you can do that, how you can, I don't know, develop that. So I will try to explain you all these things. Okay, here we are. Dynamo is already on. As you can see, I will do a full screen. Can you see it? I will check. Can you see it properly? Yeah, you can see all my screen. So this awesome, and we can continue. I will check. Is it any? Okay, 16 people watching me right now. so much. My God. Okay, anyway, let's create the new project. Here is my new project, and what we will do next. We will start from the dot. When you're working with Dynamo, you should understand how working the dots and coordinates. This is two things like a Bible for the Christians and for like a Quran for the Muslims. So you should understand how working with the coordinates. If you not understand how the coordinates working in Dynamo, I think you will get in trouble. Just believe me, because you should understand how the Revit, Dynamo, see your dots in the space. Okay, this is just a small theory, and we're going to the practice. So first, I need the point. By the way, I will talk with you guys now like you are beginners. So maybe for you it's not something new, but who knows, it's new. I try to explain everything. So okay, don't blame me, okay, because I understand most of you understand how Dynamo working, but I will try to explain for everyone. Okay, how we can find the node. For example, I need the node point by coordinate, but how I can find it? I can open all this directory and I will find the place my points, the curves here, point. I can go by this way, but this is a really long time. You can do the second way. You can write here what you need on the search engine, or you can do that one, right click and write here the point. So yeah, I know some of the people already know everything, but as I said, for beginners. And here what I need, you can see right on the screen, by coordinates, x, y, z. So I think everyone knows what does mean x, y, z. So this is numbers in the space. So x is the flat, y it's the depth, z it's the height. That's it. So as simple as that. So I will use that one, and what you can see, when I place it, I get here the dots. When I select this node, I get the x, y, z arrows. This is pretty awesome. I can see now in 3D. So finally, this is your first Dynamo script. I'm not kidding. Yet this is really your first Dynamo script. Okay, so after that, what we can do? As you can see here, x, y, z. Just look inside. Here, we can connect double. Default is 0. What does means double? What does means default is 0? Double, it means we can place here the number, which is double. So double, it's if you will go to check, I don't know, to the internet, maybe I will do it for you guys. I will try to explain you. Okay, here's my Google, and I will say double. Give me a second. Numbers. Okay, double numbers, what is that? And you going, sorry, because my first language is Russian, and that's why it's automatically to Russian. Okay, double, you will read around double everything here, so you will understand what does mean double. For you, I will say double is really a long number in program languages. Okay, done. So as simple as that. And you can connect it here. If we want to connect some numbers here, we need the number. Right click and let's write number. Here, as you can see, the number. We have the two different way. We can place here the slider, it's also the number, or we can place only number. For now, we will use only number, and as you can see, we get here the float number. Float, it means we have dot, and after that we have some I don't know, like numbers else. After dot, I mean we can connect this number to the x and nothing changing. Why? Because as you can see inside, by default is 0, and our number, it's also the 0, so we didn't change anything. But if I will write here the 1, oh my god, what's going on? My point now following x direction. Pretty awesome, right? So this is what I'm talking about. If I will say here 2, my point now trying to follow this x direction. So the as you can see, the red, this is x. Sorry, I cannot draw on the screen when it's live stream, and I will try to explain. If you have the question, please don't be shy, ask me. The number 3, it's going there. But what's going on if I wanna place my dot on the other side? So for this way, I should use the -3, for example. -3 is going on the other side. So as you understand, this point, the 0 point, it's like a middle one. And if you want to place your dot on this side, it's minus. If you want to place on that side, it's plus. So you understand now. Okay, I will copy this number, and I will say this will be also 0, and I will place it to the x, to the y. Nothing changed. I will do here the 10, and it's going that side. But as you can see, it's going that side, and we have, like in the geometry in school, 3 minus going here, and from this dot it's also the 10. If you will write here the 10 minus 10, you will get point here. No worries, we are not talking only about the points. This is like introduction. I will explain you everything. We will create this shape today, so it's really easy, but I wanna explain you everything, how you can do that. You should understand how it's working. Okay, so this is point. You can manipulate by x and y direction. I think this is pretty easy for you guys. And as you understand, the z direction will change our direction by depth. So I can say this is +10 and it's going to the upstairs. How I understand? I will change my preview to the 3D mode. If I will change to the 3D, I not will able to change my nodes, but I will able to rotate my camera. No, you're not late, we're just starting. And as you can see, in the space we can see where is our point. So our point is on the that side. So I will place camera like that. This is better to see. Okay. and I will go back to the my node mod. So maybe I also will show you background, show the grid. I will show you the grid. Now you can see it's a bit upstairs. If I will say the 0, now my point will be exactly on the grid, so it means on the 0 exactly. So now we can manipulate with that. Awesome. Let's create the other point. We need to create the line, we need 2 points. As you understand, we cannot create the line with 1 point. This is again geometry. Okay, here is my another point, as you can see, and another point standing on the 0, because by default we have the number here, the 0. This is everything right. And we will just copy these numbers because I wanna get the different result. And I will say this will be, for example, let's place here all the 0 will be, and all zeros numbers I will connect to my point. Just look on this point. Okay, here will be 1, and this point going on this side. No, I wanna it will be on the same line. X I wanna place on the same line to create just straight line. So this will be -3, as you understand. Here is -3 and here is -3, but I wanna make it independently. That's why I'm not connecting this -3 to here, because here I always can change the location of this point. And as you can see, now it's on one line, right? Right. Can we rotate on 3D view by using shift? Yes, you can rotate without by shift. No, you can rotate with only with this shitty orbit. So this is a bit hard to do that every time, but this is alive. So you should click on that, and after that rotate. If you hold the shift, nothing changing. As you can see, you cannot rotate. So let me I will place like that. You can see better like that, and let me I will go back. How you copy? Oh yeah, I didn't say how I copy it. Just click on that. Oh, so thank you. Let me I will try Control-C. Control-C, Control-E. Yeah, the copy you can by Control-C, Control-E. Just Control-S and Control-V, and you copy it. So you can just write it and copy by this way, but better just copy Control-C, Control-E. Thank you so much. You are answering really fast. Just give me a second. I want to drink a bit of water. Okay, let me back. -3, one line, everything right. But I want to place this dot also a bit set back from this red line. As you can see here, we have the -10, but as you understand, here will be +10, and we get result. Here's the +10, here's -10. Distance between 2 points, not 10. Distance between 2 points, 20. Because from the -10 we get result to the 0. This is 10, and from the 0 to the 10, this is 20. If you will, just plus it. To copy, you can press Control. Yeah, you can do that if you want. But you know, I just really, it's like a habit to Control-V, Control-C, Control-V. Okay, so done. We have the 2 points. Perfect. The second thing, what we're gonna do, we should create the line between these 2 points. We have the points, now we should have the lines. So right click and write here the line. And the first thing, what we need. By start point and end point, we have the start point and we have end point. Doesn't matter which is start point and doesn't matter which is end point for now, because we should just create the line. So let's click on that, and we get this thing. And as you can see here, the start and end point. Let's connect one point to the start and second point to the end, and voila, we get the line. This is our first line, and this is fully parametrical line. Because if you will change, for example, I will change this point. I will select this point. As you can see now, this point have the color blue. It means we selected this point. If I will change height of this point, let's say it will be 10. As you can see, the line also changing. This is pretty awesome in Dynamo. The same principle in Grasshopper. If you are using the Grasshopper, it's totally same. different only the nodes, but the type of how it's working with the nodes, it's totally same. So as you can see, now it's it's flying under our grid lines. So let's continue. I will say here it will be 0. I don't want to change anything, and here is our first line. Awesome. Now let's create another line. So we will create another line a bit somewhere here. Again, we just can copy everything. I will do that. And as you can see, our nodes becoming really, really huge. It's huge. And you cannot see this line. Why? Because our distance is -3. And it's exactly standing on the same side. Let's say our distance will be here the 6, and here will be 6 too. And here is the don't be rushed about the sliders. Now I just wanna show how it say it's like, I don't know, like anarchy. I know. I think when you will use, for example, always the numbers, I want to show how it's really hard to understand when your nodes will become like 20, maybe 40 the nodes you will have, and all the numbers, it will be really totally disappointing you. I will talk about the sliders, but a bit later on, because now it's, as I said, it's for beginners. They should understand and they should see the numbers only right now. Okay, we get the line, and here the second line. So if I will select this line, no sorry, this is nice for your answering on my questions, because sometimes maybe I can forget something. Here is my second line, and here is my first line. And to understand better on where is what, we can select everything. This is my first line. Right click, just right click, and let's create the group. Create group, as you can see. Let's create group, and as you can see, here's our group, and let's call it line 1. And let's select this one. Right click, create group, line 2. So now we better understand where is our line 1, where is our line 2. But we wanna connect it. We wanna connect it and get really surface. So how we can do that? The easiest way to connect line and line using the Loft. Let's use the Loft. And here, as you can see, Loft. So if you not will select on that right now, if you will just place your mouse on this node, you will see which type of the nodes we can input on this node. Here you can read it, cross-section curve. We have the curve, our line, it's the curve. So it means we can connect our line to this node. So this is what we need. Let's select, but here the mistake. Here we have only one entrance. If you will connect the line here, you cannot connect another line here, because it will be cancelled. I know, some of the people already know how to do that, but I'm trying again to explain to everyone. So how we can combine these lines? Actually, for this one, we need to use the list. We should create the one list to combine it like a one element. So as you understand, we need the list. So just a list, create, the list create, this is what we need, enter. And as you can see, we can place here one item. Let's connect our item here. And as you can see, inside we have one line, but we need two lines inside. So just click on this plus symbol. And now you can place here another line. Let's connect another line here. And as you can see, inside the list now we have the one line. And outside it's going only one. It's like a union one. You can now select this list and connect to the cross section, and you get surface. Done. This is as simple as that. You get your surface, and now you can go back and let's say, oh, this is 6 millimeter from this 0 point. I wanna make 12. Let's change to 12, and it's changing. The Dynamo is better for you because the better choice for you, because you can back at any stage. So we're now on the finish here, but you still able to go back to the first number. And if you will change first number, everything will be recalculate and recreating. Okay, we create our first line, as you can see here, and now we can create, for example, one more. Yeah, by this way, as you understand, we can combine here more lines. Let me, I will copy everything. Here will be line number 3, and here I will connect one more. But before I will connect, I want to change the distance. Here is the 12. Let me, I will change a bit like that to better see what's going on. And here will be not 12, here will be 16, and here will be 16 too. And as you can see, here's our points. We can now connect our points to this item, and nice, right? Because now you can go back, for example, and change. For example, here is the 12, here is the 12, from the 0 to the 12, from the 0 to the 12. But z direction, it's 0. Let's say here will be 10. 10 too much, let's make 5. And let's make 5 here. Oh, really awesome. We get, it's 50, sorry. We get now arc. We can create arc more simply way, but by this way you can create how to say more functionality. You are able to create in Dynamo with different ways. It doesn't matter how you will create. Most of you will ask me right now the question, Nico, why it's curve? Why it's not straight line here, straight surface here? Why it's curve? The curve is because we combined all lines like a one. The loft will make like NURBS form. They will do here, as you can see, how it's the call. I forgot how it's the call. Let me, I will go to the Revit and I will tell you how it's called. If I will go to the line, yeah, they will create the spline. So that's the reason why it's curve. But we can create here the flat and here the flat part. How to do that? Let's unconnect the last part. I will make only 2. And now I will do the magic. I will copy this list. I will unconnect everything. And now to the list will go only the line number 2 and number 3. Let's connect number 2 and number 3. Nothing changed, right? Now I will copy this surface loft and I will connect here. Done. So you should open your minds to understand how it's working. If you have the questions on this stage, ask me right now. If not, I will continue and we will make it more harder and harder. So just a few seconds, I will check the chat because maybe you write there something. Don't be shy, because if you are not answering, not texting on the my chat, the YouTube thinking like no one watching me. Okay, so don't have any questions. I think everything clear. Anyway, so we get this shape. Awesome. I will leave this shape. And let's now talking about the slider, like one of my friends already talked about the sliders. Because as you understand, it's really hard now to change always the numbers. You wanna just play around with the numbers, right? So the right click and let's write slider. You should understand we have two different sliders. We have the number slider and we have integer slider. I will say like that. For most of your project, you will use the number slider. The integer slider, it's a bit different, but I think it's already program languages, and we will talk about this a bit later on. So as you can see, here is the slider. You can choose your numbers here. If you want to make rectangular, if you want to make the rectangle, if you want actually, if you want to create rectangular, you can use, for example, one more node. It's called rectangular. Yeah, as you can see, we have more simple way to create rectangular. Just ask yourself what you want. You want rectangular, and type try to find it rectangular. Okay, here we have. You want to create, for example, cycle. Okay, we have it. So actually all the basic forms Revit already have. I mean Dynamo, sorry, when I'm talking about the Revit, I also talking about Dynamo. So Dynamo already have these forms, so you don't need to create it from the zero. But I just trying to explain you from the points, because if you will understand how the points working, if you will understand how you can create from the points to the line and line to this loft, you will get of the Dynamo shaping, because you will able to create any organic shape, because everything in our life it's by points. Okay, so let's back to the number sliders. As you can see, I cannot go lower than 0 and I cannot go more than 100. Please post. Yeah, I will post it, no worries. You mean should I save my stream? I will save it, no worries. I always saving my stream because I don't want to hide my work on the stream. Yeah, I know by a lot of the people not doing the stream because they really afraid to do some mistakes. I'm not afraid, I'm human, I always doing some mistakes. Okay, here we have the 0 and here we have 100, but let's say I want to do -10. You should open this small button here and you will see minimum. It's 0, but not. It should be minimum -10. Maybe -20, up to you. Let's do -20. Here will be -20. Maximum I wanna make 25. Why? Because I want 25. Maybe you want 100, maybe you want 1 million, I don't know. This is only up to you. And now my slider, as you can see, going from the -20 to the 25. Awesome. What the next? Next, as you can see, step. If I will just scroll it, you will see we have the step 0.1. Do you need the 0.1 or you need just a 1? And it will go like 1, 2, 3, 4 and on and on. Or you wanna 0, 0, 1, so it's also able. And you will get more variable here. So this is only up to you again. I will use 0.5. For me it's perfect. And as you can see now, our slider is really working. Now we can don't changing it. But the number slider, it's not for useful for you. As you can see, naming. We can change the naming. Just double click on the naming and let's say line 1. Let's use the underscore X, and we will understand number 1 X. Okay, so if we will change, it will change number 1 X. Okay, and now we can connect this one to the X1. But let's copy it. We need few more copies because I need X, Y, and Z, like that. Sir, sorry to disturb you. What are we making today? Oh yeah, we making this shape. One of my friends, I mean the subscribers, asking me like to do that, and I think it will be better if I will show you how to do that in Dynamo for everyone, like a live stream. So I'm trying to teach you how you can create it in Dynamo. That's it. If you know how to do that, I think it's not will be useful for you. Maybe you will find something useful for you, but actually this tutorial mostly for the beginners. And if you will scroll back, you will see the link to the Udemy, the free course for me, from me. You can follow it and you can learn there something. He's teaching Dynamo for beginners. Yes, yes, yes. Again, here's the link. If you want, go there and you will get my course for beginners for free. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now? Now I will say here is -3. Here is the -10. I will do it manually because it will be faster. And here is will be 0. And now I can reconnect. Let's reconnect it. Now I can delete these numbers. Now I can select all the sliders and place it here. But if I will change this group, there's new sliders not following it. To follow it, just select it, everything, right click, and sorry, sometimes it's not working. Where's the add to the group? I already forgot, guys, please help me. I've already forgot how to add to the group. And I already forgot how to add to the group, really. Create to the group, align to the section, create the group. Let me, I will do one more time like that, and create custom node, not to group. Oh my gosh, I already really forgot, guys, sorry. I already a long time not working with Dynamo. If you remember how to recreate group, tell me, text me in chat, okay? But I will continue. So what we did, why we did that? Why we did this slider? Actually, now you can change number easily, just like this. You just can drag and drop your slider and you will get a result immediately. You can drag and drop this one and you will get result immediately, as you can see. Maybe you not understand or you don't know the numbers which you will use, and now by this way you just playing around and trying to understand where will, for example, your shape will be. The same thing we will do here. So let me, I will delete everything, this one, I will copy that, and I will connect it again here, like this, like this, like this. We will get now wrong, because now our two lines exactly on the same position, but once you will change this position, everything will become clear. What you prefer to use? Actually, different task, different tool. So, for example, if I'm working in, for example, in Revit, I prefer to use Dynamo. If I'm working in, for example, in maybe SketchUp, or maybe I'm creating some conceptual project, I prefer to use Grasshopper. So this doesn't matter which one software you will use, it's only up to you. Okay, here it will be -9. No, it's not -9. Let me, I will place it somewhere here. Okay, maybe like that. Let's leave it on the 0. Let me see how it looks like onto 3D. And as you can see, we can change position, Y direction. It was around 6, I think. It doesn't matter which one. And we can now play around with this slider, as you can see, and get nice surface for you. Yes, it looks weird for now, but just hold on. Don't be rushed. Okay, we now know how to play with these dots. Let me, I will do the same thing here and here. Okay, just it will be fast. I will just copy this one, sliders. Here the 12, here the -10, and here is the 5. Here is the 5. Yeah, here the 5. Let me, I will connect. Done. Here I will do the same thing. You can create some formula. If you will create some formula, you not will have a lot of these sliders. But if you don't know how to create some formulas, no worries about that. This doesn't mean you are stupid. It means you just didn't get yet. You will get it later on. Don't be rushed. Okay, here I did mistake. As you can see, here is the line tool. So I will keep my naming. So keep your naming, because after 1 year, when you will open this script, you not will understand what's going on, or you will understand, but after few hours. You don't wanna spend your time, right? You wanna optimize your work, so spend a bit time for the naming, and you will become a god of the design. Maybe not only design. So here's number 3. Here's also number 3. And here the last one, number 3. Here the 16. I'm rushing because I don't want to spend your time, guys. 0. And let's connect it to the X, to the Y, and to the Z. I will delete this one. I will copy that one. 16, here's the 10, and everything same. And let's connect to this X one. Okay. Alright. I will delete it. Done. Now everywhere we have the slider. Pretty awesome. Okay, the question sounds good. Are the learning curves same according to you? Learning same according. I didn't get the question. Actually, sorry. The learning curves. Actually, you're talking about the grasshopper. Actually, the you know, the grasshopper and Dynamo, it's like Revit and ArchiCAD. Yeah, it's different, but the logic, it's mostly logic same. They both BIM, and the Dynamo and grasshopper the same. They have different way to create, for example, point. They have different way to create the loft surface, but they have same logic. So, and that's why I'm trying to keep this logic in Dynamo and Grasshopper. After this tutorial, you can open Grasshopper and just remember my tutorial. Okay, you should create the point by coordinates. You should create coordinates. And you will create this loft in Grasshopper too, because you will get the logic. Okay, so what I'm gonna do? I will just delete this loft, and for example this loft I will delete too. I wanna use the new form. Let's connect like that, and here we are. Now let's play around. I will place it like that. Okay, better. Unswitch it. And now let's play around. Like, as you can see, we can place with shape, we can make it different height, for example here, and you already get your hard surface, as you can see. So, if you're thinking we are just playing with the dots here, not. We already create really hard surface. And it's not finished. We can continue play around just with sliders. Now we just playing around with the sliders. Now, for example, now I wanna play with this number 1, right? Is it number 1? Let me check. No, this is not number 1. Actually, this is number 3. This is line number 3. Let's go to the number 3 line. I will place like that. I wanna just to show you and to play around with the numbers. Okay, and let's play with this line. For example, now I wanna play with this dot, the second dot, and I will do it like this. Maybe entrance. Let's make the entrance. Here's the number 1. Let's go back to the number 1 line. Here's the point. Here's the second point, right? And we can place it with this point. We can place it here, for example. Maybe here. Okay, and that one point was the number 1, right? Point, and we can place it another way, like that. And that point I will place to the another way, like this, and like going back, and like this. You will see what I'm trying to do now. Okay, so let's go back, and as you can see, we get really hard shape. It's not finished because we can change, for example, this point too. As you can see, here is the point. We can go back. This is number 2, line number 2, and this is number 1 line, or number, I don't remember which one. Yeah, this one. And you can change, for example, the height of that. For example, do it more bigger. And as you can see, and after that you can just transfer to the Revit and apply here the wall. Done. Can't we select the point? No, you cannot select the point. So that's the reason. You cannot select this point and change the location. No, you're not possible to do that. But you can manipulate with them on the nodes. So that's the reason. Also, you cannot click on the point also in Grasshopper, because actually what you can see right now on your screen, this is only, how to say, this is only the analytics. We don't have this object. Dynamo just showing us what will be if we will create all these parameters. it's not real object for now. This is just only like in your imagination. That's it. Okay, so as you can see, we get the shape, right? Awesome. So the next question. I want to transfer this object to the Revit. Yes, you're right. You want to transfer to the Revit. Let's go back to the Revit. And as you can see, you cannot see it. But if you will scroll, you will see small object here. You have it in Revit. But I will check. It's only 10 millimeters. Why? Because all the numbers what I'm using inside in Dynamo, it's millimeters. 1, it's 1 millimeter. 10, it's 10 millimeter. So the better to use in Dynamo these numbers, millimeters, not use 1000 millimeters, 1500 millimeters, because it will be too huge. Because Dynamo also have some limitless, so it's not unlimitless. We have the limit. So what we're gonna do next? Next, I wanna transfer it, but before I will transfer, I wanna scale it, and let's scale it. Right click, scale. Here we have the scale. Here we have a lot of different scale. Actually, I not remember which one to better for us right now. I will write here the scale, and let's see which one for us better. Okay, here we have like X, Y amount, so not for us. We want just one number. Geometry scale, geometry. Oh, this one what we need. Let's connect. We need just connect here geometry and here just amount. That's it. Can we change unit settings on them? It's no need change. You can write here, for example, the number 1000 from the start. But I start from the 1, 2, 3. You can start from the 5000, 3000, and you not will get any problem in Dynamo like I get right now. But if you will start from 1000, 2000, you should go to the settings. And you should go to the, where is that? Give me a second. Geometry scaling. And the medium, it not will be enough for you, because medium working only till 10 meter. As you can see, 10,000. You need extra large. Extra large working till the 100 meters. But as you understand, extra large taking much resources than medium. Think about the resources, because maybe your laptop it's not so high performance, and maybe better to use medium one and after that scale it like I'm doing right now. Okay, so scale it, and as you can see, I get numbers here, the 1, 2, 3, so I need amount 1000. Double click, left double click, 1000. Let's connect to the amount, and let's connect surface to geometry. And let's connect here. Doesn't change anything. No, it's changed. I will scroll back, and here we get more huge thing. That's what I want. So before we will continue work with that, you should hide this loft. Let's hide this loft. Right click, left click, right click, and on preview. So and now we not will see the geometry here. We will see only this geometry. Actually, it doesn't matter which geometry we're now using, because if you will change this geometry, it also will change, as you can see. So we just scale it. As I said before, doesn't matter on the which stage you want to change something in Dynamo. You will able to do it always. As you can see, here is my last point, but I still can go back to the first point to change, for example, location of the point. Okay, we're done with that. And if I will go to the Revit, I will go to the Revit. I will scroll back. I will go to the 3D. And as you can see, here is my future shape. Now it's pretty awesome, because it's totally huge. It's going from the 1 to the 2nd level, and we can place it. I will go back to the Revit, to Dynamo. Sorry, Revit Dynamo. Now we need instance geometry. Let me find instance. Sometimes I can maybe I can forget something. It happens because as you know, guys, you cannot remember everything. Okay, instance geometry. Okay, this is one. Let's geometry to geometry. Just few seconds. Let's go back to the Revit, and tada! This is your geometry. Actually, now it's just generic model. but you can use this generic model to create wall, for example. I will go to the wall. I will use the wall, for example, this one, maybe more thicker, that one, and I will place it. Oh, I cannot place it by this way. Yeah, I know. We can use actually roof. Yeah, we can use the roof. I will go to the meshing. Here is the wall roof. Create the roof. Oh, we cannot create here, or can create. I already forgot, so just give me a second. I will think. Actually, we can create curtain system actually, but it's not selecting. How come it's not selecting? Oh yeah, I know why. Because this is not meshing form. Yeah. Actually, we should create this shape in meshing form. I will do it. It's really fast. I will delete now. Oh, before I will delete this form, I will go back to the Dynamo and I will unswitch it. I will show you how it's working. Now we don't have this geometry here. Now what I will do? I will go back to the file. Faster. New conceptual mesh, because this is conceptual, so I did mistake. Conceptual mesh. Now we are inside the conceptual mesh. By now our Dynamo script not working. We should save it. I will save this Dynamo script. I will call it I don't know, home. It's okay, like home video. Yeah, you know what home video talking about, right? Let's save it. And now I will I have some call. Just give me a second. Yeah, like that. Okay, so what we're gonna do next? I will close it. Now we are inside the mesh form. I will go now to the again to the manage. I will open my Dynamo again. Add a function like bake in Dynamo, like a yeah. That's why what I'm talking about. I wanna bake it and I wanna create the wall by this. I wanna use it like a host. Okay, so here is my script. Oh my gosh, where is that? Did I save it? Yeah, I save it. Oh yeah, and let's connect to the geometry. As you can see, here is geometry, clear geometry. And now I can transfer the geometry inside to the project. Let's transfer it inside to the project. Yeah, you cannot see it, but now this is meshing form. Now Revit understand it like a meshing form. As you understand, if it's meshing form, what you can do? Yes, you can place, for example, where's my ceiling? Oh, not ceiling, sorry. Where's my wall? Yes, and now I can use it's like a wall. As you can see, here is the wall. It's a real geometry, as you can see, wall, and I can change it. Maybe like this. Maybe I don't want this wall. Maybe I want to create, for example, curtain wall. Why not? I can use the curtain system. Click on that. Create the curtain system. I will make it more like 20 by 20 panels. I will hide now all meshing my forms, and as you can see, it's following my meshing form. Now you understand why you need Dynamo, right? Because kind of this shape you can create only by Dynamo, or yes, you can create by meshing form, but you will kill yourself before you will create such as these forms in Dynamo. Or I mean in meshing form, because you should understand geometry at all. You should understand where you should cut, where you should extend, where you should connect. So sometimes it's really hard. Just answer me. I wanna get answer on one question. Did you find it useful? Did you find my tutorial useful? Do you want more Dynamo tutorials like that? Live, I mean like live stream. I can continue it. By the way, I didn't finish. Maybe you wanna change your form, right? For example, your client or your teacher came back and said, sorry Hassan, you did wrong. Maybe you should make the entrance a bit bigger. And you saying like, oh my god, I spent a lot of the time to create the shape. But actually not. Sorry, you got 2 points on a line, but if... Oh yes. I will talk about the 3 points later on, okay? So this is next level or to understand Dynamo. So what I wanna do now, as I said, what if you change your form? Let me, I will go back to my missing form. I will open my Dynamo and I will change my form. Let's say your teacher said he wants, for example, change direction like that. Yeah, and as you can see, we get already a bit different shape, right? A bit different shape. Even we can, for example, change one more line here. Like, maybe like that, and maybe like that. Like that, we change it. Okay, let's go back. As you can see, here is our changed form, as you can see. And let's just load it again back to our project. Overwrite existing version. Nothing changed, right? Let's go to 3D. Oh, I wanna see your face right now. I will select just this surface and I just update this surface. Yes? Oh, yeah, sorry. So, show mesh. Select your surface, update surface, yes, and select new surface. Recreate system. Meshing. How much time I spent to recreate this surface? Just let me, I will read the comments until you are in shocked. Keep up good work. Which one the node import? Instance. Geometry instance. This node calling geometry instance. So now I think you find it interesting. Now you understand why I'm so much talking about the points, because the points, it's basic, it's basement of your future house. We did it, and I think this tutorial is pretty enough for today. Let's say this is just like introduction for you guys. The next tutorial, if you want, I can make in the same time tomorrow, and we can continue work with Dynamo and points and everything else if you want. So just let me know if you want. Just don't forget about the likes. It's like showing me you want to do that. And I will continue to show you how you can work with geometries, how you work with Dynamo. But don't forget one thing, Dynamo, it's not Grasshopper. Grasshopper can do more things than Dynamo, because Grasshopper is more, it's not open source, but they have more, they're more flexible. It would be nice if it automatically updates in Revit. You can do that, yes, you can make it, but anyway, you just need to 2 times click and it will automatically update it. This tutorial was started like 1 hour ago, I think, right? Yeah, and I already under the finish. I think in 20 minutes YouTube will upload this video offline, and you will able to watch it. So just back, you can back like in 20 minutes, and you will see it from the 0 to the end, not in live stream. So guys, if you want it, I can make tutorial tomorrow. We can talk more about the shapes. I will talk about 3 points, yes, and I will talk more about the arc, NURBS forms, and we will create more complex forms, not just like that. And maybe if I will have enough time, we will also play around with some formulas, because without the formulas you always will see such a many parameters like we can see right now. So this is not a bit useful, because you can connect it with each other and have only 3 or 2 parameters, and this will be pretty enough for you. Yeah, maybe like that. With MEP, yes, maybe possible, but maybe not next tutorial, maybe after next tutorial, so we can make the live stream about that. So yeah, maybe can. Just one suggestion, try stream on the Twitch as YouTube stream. Actually, I didn't try the Twitch. I know the Twitch they using only for the gaming. I don't think the people will be watch me on the Twitch. Maybe I will try to do that. Yeah, maybe I will stream in the let me, I will try tomorrow. I will stream on the YouTube and Twitch the same time. I will try it today. I will check it how it's working, and I will try it. Okay guys, so I think it's pretty enough for today. If you will find this useful, don't forget about the likes. Don't forget leave some comments. Tomorrow at the same time we will continue work with that, and you will see how it's working. If you just joined my tutorial, you can go by this link. You will find there my Udemy course. It's for beginner. You will get 30 days free access. 30 days free access. So it means you can learn for free what I'm trying to teach you. So this is Dynamo, actually, the Dynamo for Beginners course. You will find it's useful for you right now. And today finish. Thank you guys for joining me. So I can say see you tomorrow. Bye bye.